Ladies, gentlemen, and others, welcome back to Boz Comics. Today, we have just a really fun, kind of goofy, but smile-inducing, nonetheless, story for you. Apparently, the internet's boyfriend, the one, Mr. John Wick himself, Keanu Reeves, is writing a comic book. I'm going to keep this video pretty short, and I'm just going to link the article that I got this from down below. But apparently, Keanu Reeves is co-writing a comic book series. It's a 12-issue ongoing. At least that's what the article says. I think, like, to me, like, you can't have a series that is both an ongoing series and a limited series, but apparently this is a limited series slated for 12 issues, so whatever, but it is a 12-issue series called BRZRKR. Not only is it co-written by Keanu Reeves, but the main character is styled after Keanu Reeves himself. His co-writer is Matt Kindt, the guy behind Mind Management, which is a book that I have on my shelf, but I have not yet read. And then the artist is Alessandro Vitti, which is not someone I'm familiar with, but his art looks pretty cool. To me, this article, again, I'll link it down below, shows a couple of preview images. Some of it's a little bit reminiscent of Sean Gordon Murphy, if you're into that. But yeah, so I guess Matt Kindt and Keanu Reeves are co-writing this story about an immortal warrior who's been alive for thousands of years. Not only can he not die, but he also has a perfect memory, and I guess like a preternatural ability to understand languages. So, I mean, you could argue that makes him like the perfect warrior in almost every respect. Because you can drop him into like any fucking conflict you want and he can get shit done. You can't kill him and he can understand what everybody's saying. Sounds good to me. No, normally when there's these kind of stunt hires, right? When you just see like kind of a oh god, what's the word? A vanity project like this attached to some celebrity who's never been attached to comic books before, I kind of roll my eyes. Now maybe I'm biased because it's Keanu Reeves and we all fucking love him. We all know that he is a saint among men. So maybe that's part of it. You know, it's kind of making me lean more favorably in this instance. But just hearing him talk about this book, I don't want to spoil it. Like I said, I'll link the article down below. But hearing him talk about it, it sounds like he actually has like some real input. He has some real kind of emotional intent that he wants to see through in this story, which kind of tells me like this is something more akin to the real deal. It's funny because just what I've seen of Keanu in interviews and stuff, and what I've pieced together of his personality, when I read that he was doing a comic book, and then I saw what the premise was, and I'm like, oh boy, if Keanu really was to write this, I have a feeling I know what kind of story he would want to tell, what kind of themes he would want to kind of present. And then you read the article, and pretty much everything I predicted that Keanu would want to bring through in a character is it sounds like that's what they're doing. So that to me is a really good sign. Plus I just like the premise. I love the idea of like an action series about an immortal warrior who's also filled with pathos and, you know, whatnot, and trying to figure out his place in the world. It's all pretty cool shit. Plus, I mean, God, Keanu Reeves. What more could you fucking want? It's cool. It's cool stuff, fam. It's cool business. And again, the art, like I said, very, very Sean Gordon Murphy-esque. What do you guys think? Are you interested in these kind of vanity projects? Do you like avoid them like the plague, or do you kind of jump on at least the first issue or what have you, just to collect it, just to own it, just to have this weird little fucking experiment on your shelf? Or do you get like really turned off? Do you not believe in supporting those kinds of things? Like, you know, where do you fall? How do you feel about it? If you're somebody who collects comics, if you're somebody who doesn't collect comics, you're probably like, oh man, Keanu Reeves, comic book. I like Keanu Reeves. I'm going to buy the comic, which I suppose is cool, right? But like if you're somebody who cares about comic books, if they mean something to you, um, where do you fall on this kind of shit? Normally I scoff at it, but I'm kind of legitimately interested in this because it seems like they're putting um at least some earnest effort into it, which really kind of piques my interest in turn because that's so rare where these sorts of projects are concerned. Um, I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say about this. It's got Keanu Reeves in it. It looks cool. It sounds appealing. Um, I'll link the article down below. Check it out. Tell me what you think. All right, guys, that's woo, mercifully short video, which is great because I was behind schedule today anyway. Guys, tell me what you think, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. It means the world to me. It keeps this tiny channel going. Thank you so much. All right, until next time, guys, I will see you tomorrow.